I'm just going to go ahead and get into it with you, all right? Because he said he didn't want to know about the show. He just said surprising. So surprise. What's the first song that you remember hearing as a baby, toddler, 2, 3, 4 years old? The earliest you can recall.
The earliest I can recall? Mm-hmm. I'm so lonely. I have nobody. I'm on my own.
Sorry, that was in my ear. That was right in my ear. You looking mad. It's okay. I heard you try to hit that note though. I heard it. That's Akon. And who was on that? And Akon and who?
Oh no,
it was
but I used
T-Pain?
to cry.
No, it wasn't T-Pain. I'm tripping.
I ain't gonna lie, I used to cry to that song.
You used to cry to that song?
I don't know why. I used to think about my granny.
Was she gone when that song came out?
Swear to God, too.
Damn.
Like, that's what's bad.
That's the first
my
song.
My sisters be making fun of me because of that, too.
Because you cry whenever you hear that song?
Yeah. I don't cry now.
Okay. When the last time you cried? You said, mm-mm. You just said,
know,
mm-mm.
like,
You don't know?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Okay. Anyways, Akon, Lonely, I Get Lonely, whatever it's called. I remember that song, too. It was played, like, on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
They played that thing out. It got on my nerves.
Kept making me cry.
Wait, so you kept crying every time you heard it?
Every time. I'm
trying
like
to think.
four or five, though. Like,
yeah, that's something. I'm trying to think how old you was. Okay, so that makes sense. That makes sense. You was a baby. You in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So if that's the first song you remember hearing, tell me about the first time that you actually tried to make a song for yourself. Like you wrote something down, put pen to paper.
Like, did I go to the studio or I just tried?
No, just try it.
No, I was writing a little stupid at young, like probably elementary school. I don't remember it, but I used to write it down.
What was you writing it for? To go back to school and recite it, or for yourself?
I was too embarrassed at that time to show people my music. I was embarrassed for a long time to tell people I was trying to rap. Like, not even trying to rap, just rapping. Like,
Really?
I used to just do that, just like keep that to myself.
So was anybody around you from like any of day ones knew this, or you was just a closet rapper?
I was a closet rapper. No, I ain't about to say closet
my bad,
rapper.
sorry.
Like, man.
Not that word, but you know what I mean?
I for sure was hiding it from people. I think the first person I showed a rap to was my mama. Like,
Okay.
I don't know how I built that courage.
Wait, what was in the rap?
What was in the rap?
What was in it? Was it something you didn't want your mama to see or no?
No, it's just I didn't, like, you be embarrassed showing people like that type of stuff.
Really? Well, you clearly have overcome that.
Yeah.
When do you think you overcame that embarrassment to get into showing it off and getting a studio for yourself?
Probably somewhere like in high school or something. I had this journal I was writing all my raps in, and then I was taking it to school, and I used to hoop. And then one of my teammates stole my journal, got to read my raps in front of the whole team. I was really embarrassed by that.
That's whack.
Yeah, he was on some bullshit.
Wait, I want to know the story behind that though. Why did he do that? He didn't just up and steal your journal.
'Cause I was the youngest on the team, and they just could do anything for real.
Okay. It was hazing you.
Hazing me for real.
Yeah. So he read all your raps in the locker room or like to the coach, like outside?
Locker room.
Damn.
Onto the team type of. But then they like, you sweet, but I'm like, I ain't even focused on that.
So you was more focused on basketball.
Yeah, I used to love basketball.
I mean, you still love it, dude. To now, do you?
Not as much.
Not as much.
I used to love it. Like, I could play from 12 to 12. Like, not that shit, like, hell no, I don't even feel like moving. I think I'm old now.
I'm sorry, why that's so funny to me. I don't feel like moving either half the damn time. But we here.
I'm getting fat, all type of.
You're not getting fat. You skinny. Okay, look, I don't know. Anyways, all right, let's go back to some of your first. You, like you said, you were kind of not that you weren't confident. You just really weren't putting it out there that you was making music or that you could make music.
Yeah.
But when you would go make the music, when you would go get in your journal and write, like, would it be because you were inspired by something going on, or were you just writing your journal every night, like, to yourself, and that's how you happen to write to yourself through rap?
I be inspired by stuff, but sometimes I just be doing, like, I be having to keep myself busy, or I do some dumb. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was like, as a kid, I was like damn near slow. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't even, like, I ain't care.
You weren't stimulated by enough around you.
Yeah, like, I just, idle time, idle mind, I do some dumb, jump down the stairs, anything, do just anything. I'm just doing dumb.
How many times you done broke a bone?
I never really broke no bones, for real. I don't know how. I never really broke nothing. I used to, like, fuck my ankle up hooping.
Yeah. All right, well, one of the moments that
I broke my wrist punching it before.
Damn.
Broke my wrist.
Okay. That was a different, that's not athletic. Well, it still is athleticism. But regardless, from basketball to punching, you didn't have your ups and downs. But
ups and downs.
you never got hurt outside of you getting shot, obviously. Mm-mm. But you here today.
You know my life.
Look, I know a little bit. Muy poquito. Let me don't do that.
Habla español?
Así. That means so. Wait, you speak Spanish?
No.
Como se dice the pink room in español? I know one of y'all. You know how to say it? How do you say the pink room in Spanish? Do not go look at Miguel. My bad. That's me assuming Miguel speaks Spanish.
Or they don't speak Spanish.
Oh my God, they don't?
No.
Oh. I'm tripping, dog. I'm tripping. You trying to interview me on my show. You got me laughing, getting off course. Now let me stop. I want to talk about, though, one of the moments you got inspired and went to go write in your journal. And do you recall the story or something like significant that happened to you when you were younger where you was like, I got to go write or rap about this? Really write about it, but it was through a rapping, esque style. Tell me about one of them. You just had to get that out.
I don't
Push
know.
that out, Skilla.
My first time really writing was like taking it serious was after I read this poem. I had to recite it in school. It was called Mother to Son by Langston Hughes.
Nice. Damn, I ain't heard that one. I feel like I probably should have.
What, Langston Hughes?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of them names.
No, that's a hard poem. You gotta read that.
I know. I don't.
Mother to Son.
All right, so what about it inspired you to go write something for yourself?
See, I told you, like, the first person I read my raps to was my mama. So the poem is about a young black mother just telling her son, like, I ain't got everything, but we together. Like for me, ain't been no crystal stair. Like,
oh, it's that one.
like
okay.
That. Like,
I'm gonna get chewed up in the comments. I know what you're talking about, though.
Mm-hmm.
I know. So then you read that, what you wrote in response to that poem to her, and it was your first time.
Like, probably so, yeah. That like inspired me to start like doing poetry and rapping shit.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me about the first time outside of you going to your mama and telling her about this that you actually felt like, you know what, I want to either record this or I want to go rap it with my homies in the studio. Like, I want to show everybody else, my skills, literally. Off the court.
I went to the studio just off faith. Like, I seen everybody looking cool rapping. And like, the rappers was cool where I was from. Mm-hmm. Like, they weren't famous to the world, but they was famous to us. So I'm like, they look cool. I'm going to do this.
Actually, I have to ask this question that a big fan of yours specifically wanted me to ask because this is a good bridge into it. Okay, one second. Okay, he says, I know a lot of Detroit rappers like Payroll, Babyface Ray, Peasy, HBK drew inspiration from Blade Icewood and the Street Lords, among other artists. Who would you say your sound is inspired by, if anyone in particular?
All them.
All them, Swoop.
All them. Like, I ain't getting inspiration from Blade or Street Lords. That wasn't my era. I got inspired by them, the names you just named, so.
Yeah. So around, when you was coming up, though, outside of you hearing stuff on the radio, Lonely, whatever, Akon, whatever, when you would go listen to a lot of the music from those names right there, or even the ones that came before them, where was you going to listen to that at?
YouTube. Like, we playing that. Everybody playing it in school. iPhones just was starting to go. Like, when me growing up, iPhones just started going. Like, so now everybody got iPhones. We playing it on our phones. We like just going out home, listen to it. Like, everybody listen to it. This was a cool thing to do. Like, in Detroit, like, for a long time, like 10 years straight, Detroit only listened to Detroit music. We ain't listen to like out of towners. We weren't really with the commercial rap. Yeah. Everybody listened to Detroit music. So that's what I was saying. Like, everybody in Detroit was famous to Detroiters. So These the
Yeah.
guys I looked up to: Babyface, Ray Team, Eastside, Peasy, the Dope Boys. HBK was my favorite rapper. It was Lil Wayne and HBK. Like, so them was my two favorite rappers. Lil Wayne, HBK, Drake and Meek. Like, these
No, that's
are
an
my
interesting
all-time
comment.
list.
Drake,
Like,
Meek, Lil Wayne. Interesting.